We are live. What you think about that? We're live. And it's been a while, you know? It's like, gonna try and do these things more often. I say that every single time. But we really are. Gonna turn the insert on the SM7B. Sounds way better. This is without the insert. Or without the insert. With the insert. Little brighter. Little better. You know, doing the thing. Gaining weight. Already gaining the Thanksgiving weight. Already getting nice and chunky for you ladies. Just kidding. I'm getting nice and fit. But I love you guys. And yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. I really like vibing with you guys and chilling. You know, we need to have some direct camera eye contact moments, but my screen's there. So, and you know what? I'm not going to buy a teleprompter, like little camera tele thing. That'd be cool. That'd be neat to do. But right now it's right there. I guess I could put it up there. That might be a nice angle. I can't remember when I was first setting the thing up. I kind of settled on the camera being right there, and then haven't messed with it anymore. So we're gonna stick with this for now, and you know, just give you the same old content that we're always doing. Same old content. Here, boom, Topo Chico in hand. You know I gotta have my Topo Chico. You know it's what it's about. You know it is what it is, and it ain't. And it. That's the things a lot of people don't know. It most certainly ain't what it ain't. 100% of the time, it is what it is. But 100% of the time, it ain't. It is what it is. It is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. It is what it is. It is what. It is what it is, but it ain't what it ain't. That's for damn sure. Looking in the camera, saying hello. Oh my gosh. Was working on some movies, behind on some production work. It was working on a track with Robbie Gold. He's not in the chat yet, but if he comes into the chat, he should come in the chat because, you know, Robbie Gold's awesome. And we did a song in Chicago called Oh Anna. So good. One of my favorite songs of his. And yeah, so here we are. We're back at it. Mathematics. That's right. Template hasn't really, you know, updated, changed, evolved. We still here. I feel like I always got to get a new template every single time. So, but I did do set default tracks. I might have to change this to the MIDI. Here's one thing. One trick I found was that I have to overwrite. I had the audio effects on my MIDI, the audio effects on my MIDI default track. But then I found out for some reason when you put a processor on there, this little screen right here disappears. It took me forever to figure that out, to try and get the MIDI out to a synthesizer. So like, for example, if I put an EQ on there, it doesn't let me route it out to an external MIDI anymore. Kind of crazy. So like, it has to be just a purely MIDI track for the MIDI options to appear. You know, that's just how it is. Boom. I forgot about this screen. So quick tip. If you have some sort of audio plug-in on a MIDI track, it won't let you use your external MIDI outs and go to a keyboard. It literally took me forever to figure this one out so I can get over to my keyboards. So just dropping some knowledge on there for you. And I also just love this split screen. I don't use this split screen enough. I got a new haircut. Boom, boom, boom. We're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and a rolling. Also, we got two screens on Ableton. Way easier to navigate the world then. Should we start a track from scratch? Sure. This is what I've been doing lately to start a track from scratch. Is I, of course, get a banging kick drum. You know what I love too? I love some of these dead mouse kicks that I got. Oh, this is just banging. G sharp. That kick is sounding dope. Boom. And a lot of people say you should use MIDI drums. I probably should. Then you could swap the kick out better. But I don't know. Sometimes I do MIDI drums. Sometimes it depends. It depends on the day. It really is. That's the thing. Like people always say, like, I actually picked this one up from my buddy James Meter. Well, my buddy James Meter had a good one. And it was that there's no audio secrets. They're tools. So it's like, all these little tips and tricks are different tools. You got to think of them as different tools because they're not like these secret to unlock, a hit song. It's just all these different tools. And then once you learn all these tools, you know when to use the right tool at the right time. And I think my buddy James Meter said that perfectly, that there's no audio secrets. There's just audio tools. And so thinking of it as that way, it's not like, a certain EQ or a certain compressor is just going to unlock this hit. It's about using the right tool at the right time to get the right sound. And then, that's how it works too. The older you get and the grayer you get, you actually learn more tools. And, that's why a lot of times you see, older artists paired with younger artists, just you get the older tools mixed with like that fresh energy. The energy is tough to find, Some people never find it. I mean, it all depends on what you have to say too. I'm just going on a rant today because the talk. I feel like the talking does better sometimes than not talking. But where was I going with this? Ciao bello. Oh no, if he was there. Hey, what was I saying? Yeah, it's about the tools. And then it's about having something to say, and that changes the different, part of your life you're at. What do I want to say in my music? But that's very important. And so that's oftentimes really cool. I work with Lauren Christie for a minute. When she was in Tarzana, we were all in her house, and Lauren's got a lot of really interesting things to say. And she did a bunch of hit records with Avril. And so she got that out of Avril, what Avril had to say, and then she incorporated her own experiences in high school and all that stuff to then come up with a hit record. So the artist perspective is really important, and then the producer, engineer, the toolbox creator, and then you got artists like Nine Inch Nails, where it's sort of like a thing where Trent Reznor was the main engineer, producer, writer, singer, artist, but then he did have a lot of help from a lot of guys to help, make the vision come to life, because it takes a lot of people, and it's really nice having a team that believes in you, that is gonna and believes in the vision, because it's like that's another thing artists get into trouble with. Artists get into trouble when they get advice from the wrong people. And so they get advice from someone that doesn't understand the vision. So you got to have someone that understands the vision. My guy. My dog definitely wants in the room. I don't know if we'll let her in. Should we let her in? Let's let her in. And she's not at the door anymore. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay, back to making music. So we got this kick drum. Doing eighth notes. Don't make your drums, don't make your kick drum do eighth notes. First of all, we want the kick drum doing 16 or quarter notes. Jesus Christ. It's a lot. It's a lot to do, buddy. Okay, cool. So we got this. So what I've been doing actually, furthermore, just to get the vibe going, and I actually read that Swedish House Mafia does the Swedish House Mafia actually they start with the breakdown before the drop. And I know a lot of people start with the drop. I mean, but the drop is probably what I spent more time on. But, if there's no big hook, if there's no big, if the verse part isn't drawing your attention, then it's all just, it don't matter. It don't matter. And I know we're going to mess around with drum and bass and all this stuff, but really, let's get back to it. That 126. That 126. It's just 126 has felt good for me. It really has. It really has. I wish it's crazy. I got 2 monitors going. I'm like, you know what? I wish I had 3. I wish I had 4. I wish I had a teleprompter so I could look right into the camera. The old right into the camera trick. I need some new sound packs, honestly. But sometimes I go to the oldies, some of the old sound packs that I used to love. It's weird too. You'll find that some sound packs come circle around. Like they're not that cool, and now you're like, you know what? I kind of want to use this one. I have not been able to stop playing this since I learned it. Oh, wow. That's a cool little, I didn't know I created that preset. So rude of me to try out stuff live. This is kind of a cool screen, actually. Kind of neat. Just trying to switch it up here, Trying to switch it up here. That's not mine, so we can't do that. That's definitely Deadmau5. But that's the vibe. Wow, still gonna sue me, Pharrell style. You know what? I don't really like the delay on this. You know what? I don't even like this preset anymore. I do like the G sharp chord. What else do we got? Some big pads. I need some new sounds. I need some new sounds. It's not bad. That's a 1.5, 1-4. Should we go 1-4? That is 1-4. That's kind of neat. It's kind of giving me hopeful vibes. Gosh darn it. Right, because then we're going to have to do this. We're going to do this. Why won't it just do this? Do this? Oh, that works. Quantize. You know, little quantizing never hurt nobody. What is going on here? Ableton's so weird. Like, why wouldn't it like show? That's something about Ableton. I'm like, why is the bar going over there when it shouldn't be going over there? I don't like it, but we deal with it. It is just superior to Pro Tools for creating. I still think, honestly, rocking Pro Tools for finishing. I will argue that all day. Pro Tools is better. Pro Tools is better. Pro Tools is better for finishing music. Fight me. Oh, there's my dog. Pippin. Here, want to say hi? Or you want to still there? So you got something to say? I don't know. You want to say hi? Say hi. It's okay. There she is. Say hi. Say hi. She's kind of confused. Oh, she don't like that. Come on. She just wants to make sure I'm still here and still alive, which I am. I'm still here and I'm still alive. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Pro Tools is better for finishing music. Fight me. Pro Tools is way better for finishing music. Hoping someone says something in the comments. I heard track by track. I loaded it in. It's the same. It sounds the same. I don't know. Sounds different. I like this chord progression. I still don't love the patch. Still don't love the patch. So let's keep going. That's kind of neat. Killer. Evo Sounds coming through again. My guy. Ah, that's so lush. So nice. Thanks again, Evo. I gotta buy some new packs of this. Oh my God, this is so nice. Hey, shameless plug. Evo's got a shameless plug. Evo's got a Black Friday sale. I mean, I'm basically just giving away cheat codes right now. He's one of the best sound designers in the game. Big Black Friday sale. Go get it. I love this patch. It just is exactly what I was looking for. It's just nice. It's giving me the feels. You know, it's just giving me those feels. When in the other patches, I was like, I like these chords, but I'm not getting the feels. And then we got a little stopgap here. Should we let those chords hang out to the other one? Like, this is just... And then, for some reason, I like the first chord on the one. I just like it better. I just do. I just do. Give me that first chord on the one. Nope. Nah, let's keep it not on the one. Fuck it. What are we gonna do with this little stop gap though? This little gap. Cool. I had some guy comment the other day. I will say this. I had some guy comment the other day and he said, when was this film? 1999? Maybe it was. Coming to you from the past and the future. Ah, this is so nice. I'm getting feels already. Done. Job done. I'm done for the day. There's too many. I got too many windows open right now. I got too many windows open. Because I'm using my second screen now. I tried to see if I could put like a regular house top loop on there. It doesn't work, so I'm going to try some more techno. This is like super techno. This is nice. This is giving me what I want. It's not exactly what I want, but like that's what I say too. Like if there's something that's giving you kind of what you want, put it in. And then later you could change it to something else. You could change something else right away. Got this black box. The GUI of the black box got smaller. I don't know what I did, but it used to be bigger. Oh, here it is. Found it. This plugin has always been one of my favorites. Right now I got it on percussion. This is without it. Mix it in. It's got a mix knob. I love plugins with mix knobs. Because it's like back in the day, like parallel processing was like a big thing, and now it's like there's a mix knob. You just parallel. It's parallel. It's already parallel. And what is parallel processing? What is parallel processing? Parallel processing is when you mix the dry signal with the wet signal. And that's why I say right away, a nice plugin like this one, like the Black Box, something that gives you a mix knob is already parallel processing because you're mixing the dry signal with the wet signal. Because this is the 100% is only overdrive, 0% is only drive, and then you hit that little 40-50. You're good. You're gravy, baby. And it does add a little bit of that analog warmth. Still not giving me exactly what I want, but I'll take it. John Day. It's not Pro Tools. This is Ableton. And I was talking shit earlier. Pro Tools, I love for finishing. I just think whenever I got a song that's like sounding like pretty damn good, and then if I put the same exact files into Pro Tools, I'll make it sound better. And maybe because I'm better at Pro Tools than I am at Ableton, I think maybe it has a bit to do with the 32-bit functionality. Because when you get 32 bits, you have a more bit depth. just more control, better metering, just kind of everything. It's just kind of, for me, Pro Tools is the ultimate finishing tool for fine tuning stuff. For creating, I mess with Ableton. That's why most of these lives I'm on Ableton, because I'm usually creating. The finishing process is kind of tedious, and I don't like to do it on headphones. I hate to do finishing on headphones. I'll listen to it on headphones, but I'm not gonna, trust that for the final print, on headphones. So, and the live streams, of course, I'm doing headphones. So I haven't really done a lot of like final mixing on the live stream. Maybe I'll do that, final mixing, final mastering. It's little tweaks though. When you're final mixing and mastering, it's these little tweaks that get in there. But it all adds up in the end. You'd be surprised when you're creating and you boost an EQ the high end. Okay, you can just crank it, whatever. Okay, it's cool. But then when you're mastering, just a little high end changes the whole mix. It's just kind of crazy because you end up fitting everything in this little box. Everything's got to fit in a little speaker. That's why I got these. I don't know if I can pick them up without unplugging them. But maybe I will just unplug it. These are my go-to little ones. These are my go-to. This one has a Denton in it. And it's good quality product when it has a dent in it and still works. These are my iLouds, and they're my go-to little speakers to make sure it sounds good on little speakers. Of course, I got my big speakers, the Focals. You'd have to, can't see those now, but I love these little iLouds. I literally do half my work on these little iLouds. I really do half my work on my little speakers, just because your ears get tired too. So to answer your question, is that Pro Tools? No, it's not Pro Tools. I love these chords are just so cool. Gonna create the bass. Just gonna delete these. Get the velocity. A big tip too, you gotta put the octave up on the basses sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. Number one bass tip though, when using Serum, get that random down to 0. That's messed me up so many times because what happens is the waveform doesn't sound exactly the same. So you gotta turn the random off. Then you get that. It's easier to get that tight bass. Comment for more details. That's all I'm gonna say. I gotta make some music. It's like, is this enough to like create a melody, Hey buddy, thank you. That's how I do it for music. Build it in Ableton, refine it in Pro Tools. I mean, it's kind of like how post-production, they'll build it in whatever program, Premiere, whatever. But then when you're gonna mix it, you got to mix it in Pro Tools. So I got this keyboard. Just USB. This one's USB, and then these are it's a lot more complicated. And that's why I rarely use these, but it's kind of been some time since I actually even used those on stream. They're a little more complicated to get on stream, but We could do it. Why not? We could do it. So basically what it would be is you take this MIDI. So this one's connected. This keyboard's connected USB. And then these keyboards are going MIDI out into a MIDI hub and then in. And then analog wise, it's going into this console. But then the MIDI hub, what I could do too is I can what I could do too is I can what am I talking about? I can send this, so that chord progression I just did, I can send it out to the MIDI. And right now I got it set up where it's actually going to all 4 keyboards. So that's really cool. So that's the Nord Lead 2. So that's pretty cool. Straight up piano. So boom, now we got some piano. This is the mono poly. This one's a little more complicated. Arpeggiator, not really a vibe. And now you're hearing the Pro One. For this particular one, the monopoly just for some reason is really hitting the spot. I mean, every time I do this, I'm like, I wish I had more synthesizers. But then sometimes it's like, that's enough synthesizers, you know? Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, John. Make a track using Topo Chico bottles. Well, we have this right here. That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. So now we're getting exciting stuff. Because then I kind of want to record that. See, and then that's without the mono poly. So we kind of got to tune it a bit. Black screen. That top note's a little sharp, so I gotta just... We got a really cool patch. So it's just nice to get some analog in there. And then it's just awesome to get some analog in there. And sometimes later I might not even use it or use like a little bit of it. But it's just a big vibe. It gets you excited for the song. We were excited for the chord progression, and then we were like getting a little more excited. So we're gonna record that in there. So then, and then, you know, of course, there's always like latency. So you just gotta, you know, slide it over. Oops. But yeah, finally got a lot of this stuff working the way I want to. So it's a lot more exciting because everything's just like there. So like the attack time on this is real low. So I reckon probably started around there, maybe. Nope. Ooh. Oh, now I'm noticing some things with the MIDI wasn't perfect. Let's re-record it. So then we could save that, we record it, the MIDI again, and then we're gonna name the track Mono Poly. Always name the stuff, sometimes you forget to. Like, and that is also part of it. Like, you know, I'm always multitasking and shit like that. So, yeah, sometimes you could work on your cell phone while you're waiting for stuff to print. Now we know. Hold on, wait a minute. So now I see, even though for some reason, the very first chord has a slow attack, that little buzz there is the second chord. So we might be. It's pretty on time. I kind of want an LFO on there or something, right? Just to make it exciting, right? So now we got like an analog thing. Kind of blended in there. Just gives it a little sauce, gives it a little realness. I don't like that filter anymore. I kind of like it. I just don't like it like a bunch. So let's just I don't like it. Now that's cool. Now we just did something really cool on the string. It's a little, the distortion's a little too, I want it a little softer. This is kind of nice, what I wanted. So we added this like. This is nice. We're still on live. This is the first hour streaming done in a while. Oh, wet. Right. I miss these live streams. We used to jam. It's crazy. I'm glad being back. Trust me, it sounds better when I get that auto tune on there. Check. Everyone in the comments giving me shit about the latency. Use low latency on auto-tune. There you go. And I die for chat. No, that's kind of cool. I think it's kind of... So I got an idea. That vocal thing is kind of cool, kind of a good idea. But this thing, the analog synth I recorded, I'm gonna freeze it, flatten it, and then I'm just gonna use just that little accent part. And then now we got ourselves a really, what the fuck did I press? What button did I press? And now we got ourselves a really cool thing. Oh my God, I'm so glad I went live with you guys. We're going to do it more often too. We're back, baby. We ain't playing around with this shit anymore. So that would sound like. So boom, that just gives us just this coolness. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to talk about it, but it just does. I mean, it's been fun. These live streams have been evolving. I think originally I was like, oh, I got to make a whole beat from beginning to end, but now it's like a little more just about the process. That's why I changed the name from from Writing Room to Studio Vibes, because it's like I did come up with a little vocal, but it's like I really don't try to force things, and it could be like ADD, like when you're working on music. That's what you want, though. You want a lot of ideas coming in at once. That's why a good computer is important, because you want to be able to execute on those ideas. Because I literally just finished the vocal when I heard, I was like, you know, in the back of my brain, I'm listening to the synth. I'm like, wait a minute, it'd be cool if it was just the accents. So let me just scratch that itch, and then go back to the vocal, because the vocal's a good idea, but it might be a female vocal. Like it really didn't work in my range. It has to be high. I'm singing it high, so then it's like it has to be a girl. Like, should I write it with a girl? Should I use AI? You know, more stuff that'll be behind the curtain. You know what I'm saying? So here we got. That's fucking cool now, because that's just the accents. And then let's change that to that, because there's like a couple hits that are weird. Like I don't like that distorted hit, just replace it. Boom. Now it's fucking prime time. I had a lot of people in the comments too hate on the fact that I said prime time. That's fucking cool. It's been an hour. Really cool start. It's been an hour, guys. So I'm gonna get off stream, but love you guys. Like I said, I keep saying this, we're gonna stream more and more and more, and we're gonna do it. And I do want to do more different streams. We're gonna see some new streams from different locations maybe soon. And then maybe one day, I keep on saying one day I will do an 8-hour stream. I'm I'm gonna challenge myself to do it soon. It's just fun. It's fun. It's really cool. But you guys are the best. Love it. And signing off. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks for joining.